Karen took a disabled vet's cane. Court ordered her to pay $90,000. Have you ever witnessed someone's arrogance unravel their entire world in a single moment? It was a crisp autumn afternoon in Maplewood, a quiet town where everyone knew each other's business. Karen Mitchell, a local real estate agent with a reputation for sharp words and sharper elbows, strutted out of the courthouse, her heels clicking like a countdown to chaos. She just won a minor zoning dispute, and her smug grin said she felt untouchable. But across the street, leaning on his cane, stood Tom Hargrove, a disabled veteran who'd served 2 tours in Iraq. His weathered face told stories of sacrifice, but his eyes burned with quiet dignity. Karen, still riding her victory high, didn't see dignity, she saw an obstacle. Tom's slow pace blocked her path to her shiny SUV, and she wasn't about to wait. "Move it, old man," she snapped, loud enough for heads to turn. Tom, steadying himself with his cane, ignored her, focusing on each careful step. That's when Karen did the unthinkable. She grabbed his cane, yanking it from his grip. Tom stumbled, catching himself on his wheelchair parked nearby, his face a mix of pain and disbelief. The crowd gasped. A coffee cup hit the ground, splashing dark liquid across the pavement like a stain on Karen's conscience. "You don't need this crutch," she sneered, tossing the cane toward the curb. It clattered against the asphalt, a sound that echoed like a gunshot in the stunned silence. The truth about Karen's cruelty spread faster than wildfire. Tom wasn't just any veteran, was a local hero known for volunteering at the community center despite his chronic pain from shrapnel wounds. Karen, on the other hand, had a history of bullying anyone who crossed her. She'd once berated a barista for a weak latte, leaving the poor girl in tears, and strong-armed neighbors into selling their homes below market value. But this time, her target wasn't defenseless. Tom's friend, Maria, a fiery paralegal who'd been sipping coffee nearby, saw everything. She whipped out her phone, recording Karen's tantrum in crisp 4K. The video captured Karen's venomous words, Tom's struggle, and the cane skidding across the street. By sundown, the clip had gone viral on X, racking up thousands of shares and comments like, "This is peak Karen behavior," and "Justice for Tom." Maria wasn't done. She connected Tom with a pro bono lawyer, Emma Chin, who specialized in disability rights. Emma dug into Karen's past, uncovering a pattern of aggressive behavior, including a dismissed assault charge from a bar fight years ago. The case wasn't just about the cane, it was about Karen's deliberate humiliation of a vulnerable man. Emma filed a lawsuit citing intentional infliction of emotional distress and violation of Tom's civil rights under the Americans with Disabilities Act. The viral video was Exhibit A, and Maria's testimony sealed the deal. But here's the twist: Karen's own son, Jake, a quiet 19-year-old who worked at the local hardware store, came forward. He'd seen his mother's tirades too many times and couldn't stay silent. "She's always been like this," he told the court, his voice shaking. "She thinks she's above everyone." The courtroom fell silent, Karen's face paling as her own flesh and blood exposed her. The trial was a spectacle. Karen, dressed in a pristine white blazer, tried to paint herself as the victim, claiming Tom had provoked her by moving too slowly. She even faked tears, clutching a tissue like a prop. But the jury wasn't buying it. Emma presented medical records showing Tom's aggravated injuries from the stumble. His back pain had worsened, requiring weeks of physical therapy. The viral video played on a loop, Karen's sneer burning into everyone's memory. Then came Jake's testimony, a dagger to Karen's defense. He recounted years of her entitlement, like the time she screamed at a disabled parking attendant for taking too long to verify her permit. The crowd outside the courthouse grew each day, holding signs that read "Justice for Tom" and "No more Karens." When the judge called for order, you could feel the tension crackling like static. Karen's empire crumbled in slow motion. The jury deliberated for just 2 hours before delivering a verdict, guilty. The judge ordered Karen to pay $90,000, $50,000 for Tom's medical bills and emotional distress, $30,000 in punitive damages, and $10,000 for legal fees. Her real estate license was suspended pending an ethics review, and her clients began dropping her like hot coals. The viral video haunted her. Every Google search of her name brought up headlines like "Karen's cane grab costs her big." Her social media accounts, once filled with staged photos of her perfect life, were flooded with hate comments. Even Jake moved out, unable to stomach her excuses. Karen's world, built on bravado and bullying, collapsed under the weight of her own actions. The town that once tolerated her now shunned her, her SUV gathering dust in a driveway no one visited. Tom, meanwhile, didn't revel in the victory. He used part of the money to fund a local veteran support group. ensuring others like him had access to better mobility aids and therapy. His quiet resilience inspired Maplewood, sparking a fundraiser that doubled his award in donations. Maria and Emma became local legends, their teamwork a testament to standing up for what's right. The courthouse steps, where Karen's cruelty unfolded, now bore a small plaque honoring Tom's courage, a reminder that one moment of malice can't extinguish a community's heart. Karen's fall wasn't just about Akani, it was a reckoning for every time she trampled on someone's dignity. Her story spread beyond Maplewood, a cautionary tale on X and local news about the cost of unchecked arrogance. Tom's strength, Jake's bravery, and a community's outrage turned a single act of cruelty into a movement for justice. What do you think? Did Karen deserve her punishment, or was the price too steep? Share your thoughts below.